I'm gonna try this again. I forgot to turn the volume up on the video camera. Stupid. But I might take a little quicker this time, but this is an old beater pipe I've had for several months now. I got it in a junk box. It's got cracks. It was black, and it's an old working man's pipe. In it, I'm smoking some Gowless Scotch blend. I almost went through the bowl on the last time, but I'll refill it if I need to. But I wanted to talk today, now that DEF CON is over and the voting machine controversy continues. They're still hackable, they're still vulnerable, they can still be manipulatable to others, to networks. So they're still, I don't care what people say, they're still not trustable. Yet we're using them all over the world now. And my favorite Satan Dominion company is still making a killing. I don't care. I refuse to vote for any of the crooks. To me, they're all crooks. I've dealt with them for 40 years plus. I don't trust politicians. And I sure as fuck don't trust a lot of the tech people. Some good ones out there. I've dealt with a few. They're okay. But what I was talking about in my video was, I didn't turn the volume on, was microscopes and macroscopes. Microscopes help you see the little bitty pieces under a microscope that isn't visible to your eye. Macroscopes, as a professor once called them, are the devices that most people call telescopes. They let you look in the sky at the universes, little bitty pieces. Micro and macro are a fun term because they use it in economics, they use it in politics, they use it in a lot of the sciences. Example, two economists, one that studied microeconomics, and he's very famous. His name was Friedrich Hayek. He studied the microeconomics of Österreich, and he came up with wonderful theories about how the economy works in micro. Works great, if you believe it. But I tend to look at the macro, like John Maynard. He was the king of macroeconomics. A lot of people still follow him. He's dead. But he's the one who said the government is the merchant of last resort. 3 years of COVID, and we saw what macro does. The handouts, the giveaways, the this, and who abused him, and a lot of the micros abused him. Reagan abused macro. because they didn't know when to cut it off. But that's macro and micro. You see it in science and microbiology, regular biology, microstatistics, where they take little bitties and try and extrapolate out to bigger realms of society, but they don't take into account the little pieces, the little pictures. Tech loves little pictures because then you can look at the little pictures and keep extrapolating to bigger pictures. Sometimes you err, sometimes you don't. But that's what it is. But as far as the world and society, you can look at all the big picture out there and put your theory, but you need to be concerned as an individual with the micro society. How does what the assholes do affect you? Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But you gotta worry about your micro, your community, you can do for them. Not what you can do for now Joe Biden or Donnie Trump or any of those people. It don't mean a fuck to them. It's what you can do for the guy next door, or he can do for you. So that's all I wanted to say. Somehow I hope it's clear. They both micro, macro, they all have their benefits and their downfalls. But it's what you can do for you and your community that matters. Peace out.